What's up, guys? It's the Fight Man's podcast. Today, going to be talking about the recent fight between Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois on September 24th this year, 2024, about 2 months ago. And yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Most people have seen the fight already, but quick little facts on each fighter. Anthony Joshua, he's 35 years old, from the UK, 6'6", has a reach of 82 inches. His record, 28-4. We all know where the 4 came from. But before this fight, 28-3, 25 KOs, so a little over 89% KO percentage, orthodox stance, and he fights in the heavyweight division. I think they were about 250 pounds for this fight. And Daniel Dubois, 8 years younger, 27 years old, from the UK, 6'5", 1 inch shorter, 78-inch reach. So he's about 4 inches less reach than Joshua. 22-2-0. So that means he was 21-2 before this fight, with 21 KOs. So about a little over 95% KO percentage. I think both of his fights he lost by knockout, and I think with Joshua he lost 2 of his fights by knockout and stuff. So I mean, a little bit about the fight. Started off filling each other out, and then jabs. I don't even think. Let's call it what it is. I got total punches in that first round. Dubois landed 14. He thrown 43 first round, and Joshua thrown 30, landed 6. For the most part, it was kind of in and out, but then Dubois hit him and knocked him down. It was weird because I think Joshua almost caught him with an uppercut or a left hook or something, and then Dubois threw the most, I don't want to say slowest, but you could have seen that overhand right coming. It's almost like he's throwing a baseball, and he just caught him. He just caught him like that, and he was just wobbly. He just dropped and stuff. I really don't think Joshua actually recovered from that. But for the most part, just wobbly legs. Second round, it was just felt like he was just kind of playing, kind of keep away a little bit, but at the same time, just just kind of the same, just a little bit. It was just a little less sharper than the first round until that knockdown. I think he was saved by the bell in the first round. Second round, he was just felt everything felt kind of sloppy with this fight. There was not many body punches and stuff, and then eventually to the third round, he got knocked down again and stuff like that. And the thing about Joshua, I think that's the thing about him. I feel like when it doesn't go his way, he just looks terrible almost throughout the rest of the fight. When he gets knocked down or something, there's just something about him. It just felt like I don't know. Sometimes he just feels too stiff. He keeps his chin up a lot and not much head movement and things like that. And Dubois just felt like he had the faster hands and feet. Just felt a little bit lighter on his feet than Joshua. They were both throwing jabs, but sometimes it felt like Joshua's jabs were more stiffer, heavier jabs. It felt like he was just relying on heavier punches, instead of setting up. He just doesn't move that much. And I remember Andre Ward was talking about him after he lost to Andy Ruiz. And he was saying how he feels like he's not built right. And I'm like, yeah, I feel that way the same. He was built like a bodybuilder almost, almost too top heavy. And I just feel like it looked like he was getting tired or just sluggish or just never recovered from the first knockdown. So I don't know. It's just something about him. I almost feels like his heart is not in it. He just didn't want it as bad as Dubois. Or just sometimes in certain fights he looks like that. He's just not hungry. I don't know. He gives off certain types of vibes. But this one, it was kind of like the same thing. I don't know. It was kind of like that. Knocked him down again. Third round, fourth round, kind of. I think third round Joshua looked better, but then until he got knocked down. And fourth round, kind of keep away. I think just kind of the same throughout. Just not many body punches. He threw more punches. Yep, third round he did look better. He threw 33 punches in the third round. Second round, 29 punches. Fourth round, 12 punches he threw. So third round he only landed 9. Second round he only landed 5. Fourth round through 12 only landed 5, but a better percentage. But it just felt like he was headhunting. Doesn't tuck his chin in. Even Dubois doesn't tuck his chin in really as well. But Dubois he threw a lot of punches each round except the fifth round because we all know what happened then. He threw 43 punches in the fourth round, landed 19, 49 in the third round, landed 19, threw 51 in the second round, landed 20. Like he was throwing punches. Jabs, I think Joshua threw more jabs. First round Dubois threw 30, Joshua 21. Dubois threw 25 in the second round, Joshua 21. Joshua threw 26 in the third round, and Dubois 23. And Joshua threw 7 and 7 on the fourth and fifth round, and Dubois 16 in the fourth round and 6 in the fifth round. Body punches, not many. Altogether, total punches, Dubois landed 79. 10 of them were body shots. And Joshua landed 32 punches with 3 of them body shots. So, I don't know. He just doesn't change levels as much. Even Dubois wasn't really changing levels as much. Joshua doesn't put his hands up. He just kind of just fights like that. I can't stand it for the life of me. He keeps his head on the center too much. Doesn't just working, just moving. But he doesn't do that too much and stuff. And all that kind of just shows in the fight. And then ultimately in the fifth round, it was kind of the same until Joshua, hit him with that straight right, I should say. It's not even an overhand. And then once he got him, Dubois was kind of wobbling, and Joshua went in for the kill. That brother threw 3 straight lefts. Straight rights, right cross. And then the third one, Dubois timed him and gave him his right cross. And he keeps his head on the center. That's what I'm saying. He timed him, gave him his right cross, and dropped Joshua. It was hilarious because he turned the momentum around, and then he got turned around with one punch and stuff. So then ultimately he got counted out, and Joshua lost. I just saw a recent interview. He was saying that he might be done with boxing. I'm like, man. I mean, you look like you were done. It's not even. I know he had that knockout against Ngannou and stuff. But I don't know with him sometimes. Sometimes I don't know. I mean, the Wembley crowd was crazy. I know they had that fight with Joshua versus Klitschko. That was actually a dope fight. Many years ago in Wembley and stuff. But I mean, it's just still. I think Joshua just got that issue. He drops his hands too much. Doesn't have much head movement. Sometimes the punch variations just doesn't set up a lot. He sometimes he uses framing when his back is against the rope. It's almost like he doesn't I don't know. He just feels like he just backpedals all the time. Doesn't know how to I don't know. He just doesn't use his arms well. Doesn't cover up or anything. I just feel like his arms just be all over the place. And he just be getting caught with punches and stuff. So, his chin has just been questionable. But I mean, I guess you could say that about all heavyweights. They are big guys, man. 6'6", 6'5", 250. If you torquing that body right, throwing the punch correctly with good form, you're gonna hurt somebody. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's the way he fights. I'm a fan of Joshua. Don't get me wrong. I just think sometimes how are you doing all that training and you just look like that during the fight? It's just really interesting. But yeah, I mean, at this point, you are what you are, right? 35 years old. What's really gonna change? I don't know how many fights. pretty much 32 fights, I guess. Yeah, 28-4. Like, what's gonna change, you know? But at the end of the day, he was a champ. This was for the IBF. I don't know if I mentioned that heavyweight title, and Dubois pretty much retained it. 5th round knockout and stuff. But yeah, I don't know, man. Joshua just be feeling like he's stiff. I do like Dubois. I know he challenged Jake Paul. If Jake Paul is smart, he would never go in the ring with that guy. First of all, he's just too big for him. But, you know, I mean, maybe he just deserves to get knocked out so to stop making a mockery of the sport and stuff. But, yeah, I don't know. Would I like to see a rematch? I don't know. If anything, like, I don't know. We'll see. If they want to, if the money's right for both of them, sure. I guess I wouldn't mind a rematch. I don't think the outcome would be that much different, but we'll see. I just think, like, Tyson Fury should fight Dubois after Usyk. Hopefully, I mean, if he beats him, Usyk versus Dubois probably be a good fight too. I just feel like Joshua's defense, chin, just head movement, all of that, like, he just needs work on that. Sometimes he's too planted on his feet. Not good head movement. I mean, not good like movement or using the ring well, like setting traps. I don't know. It just seems sometimes you feel like he's just a basic guy. Stuff. But anyways, I'm gonna be on the lookout for whatever fight is next for the both of them guys, and keep it moving. All right. It's the Fight Man's Podcast. Signing off. Peace out.